Hey there folks, this is Ed Beer with the Employer's Edge, and the purpose of our time together today is going to come down to one result, and one result only, and that's for you to close more sales. And I'm going to share with you a component of the selling process that if you get on top of, you're going to close more sales. So traditionally, the sales process has been, historically a feature benefit type of a presentation. Here's the feature, here's the benefit. However, that's not resonating anymore. And in the moment, salespeople are getting lost in explaining features and processes and not enough time on the benefit side. So I have a better way of having you look at it so that you are more successful at closing more sales. And that is think outcomes, not processes. So every time you get asked a question, answer it with an outcome. Every time you make a presentation, first present with an outcome so that everything you say from there on out leads to that outcome and it's already in context. I mean, how many times have we been in a sales call and someone said, like, where are you going with this? Like, what does this mean for me? See, if you already explain the outcome and they know the answer to that question, everything you do leads to that. They don't have to ask that question. It's already in context. Life is good. Let me give you a couple of really good examples. Have you ever seen those diet commercials on TV? The ones that are really aggravating and drive you nuts? They always start with the outcome. Lose 10 pounds your first week. That's an outcome. They don't start with, hey, right now save 15% on a twin pack of 100 pills. Take one after every meal. They're encapsulated form and they cost whatever. No, they don't start there. They start with the outcome. Then everything leads to losing 10 pounds your first week. Everything else leads to that. And you don't have to ask, what's this mean for me? They already told you. The other example is I was riding with a sales rep just last week, and the organization that she works for is in the business of rehabilitating manufacturing equipment, and we were calling on one of her customers. And through the process, the presentation, the client asked, explain to me real quick, what is rehabilitation? The sales rep jumped right into the process. Well, what rehabilitation is like we have this patented, dyno circulation formula that has a reverse evaporator, and we digitize everything and we overlay this barrier on stuff, and I know what they do, and I got lost. It didn't tell me where it was going and did not tell the customer, the potential customer, where it was going. So start there. What rehabilitation is as an outcome is a significant cost savings, maybe 200 grand your first year, by extending the life of a current asset instead of buying a new one. Now, everything from there leads to that. So now this reverse technology patent Teflon thing we got going and we digitize everything leads to a 200 grand savings your first year. That's an outcome they can get. Let me tell you also why that's beneficial, because often people buy significant numbers like that in teams. Not one person gets to make that decision, right? If it's $500,000, it's going to take a board of directors or a capital improvement project team of some kind to make that decision. Your presentation is going to get carried to that team. You want that one representative of you inside to communicate the outcome. You want them to go to that project improvement team and say, we can save 200 grand a year by rehabilitating our current assets. How cool is that? That's what people will remember. You're going to lose them if you start with processes. I'm telling you right now. Start with outcomes. Feature benefit is just not really resonating with people. Salespeople are getting lost in the features and no time on the benefit. But that one word outcome is real. It works. Every time you engage a client, always start your conversation with an outcome, and your outcome is going to be close more sales. I hope that helped.